I'm excited to talk to you today about proactive advising because when I was a student, I needed extra support and someone to help me with issues beyond academics, and I would have benefited from proactive advising. A primary driving force behind adopting a proactive advising approach is to ensure that students feel that the university cares about them. Advisors who follow proactive advising practices focus on developing a caring, personal relationship with students on a holistic level. They work as advocates and allies from the very beginning of students' careers. When I was an undergraduate, I attended a private out-of-state university. Moving from North Carolina to Pennsylvania came with a lot of cultural changes, especially because the population of my elite school was largely upper class. This led me to feel often that I was an outsider. I was also a first-generation college student and very ignorant of many of the support services that I had access to. I floundered to find my place on campus and to make decisions about my courses or intended major. I felt very alone in my academic decisions and uncertain of myself. In proactive advising, advisors take the initiative to connect with and support students. They don't wait for students to come to them with problems, but express concerns for students and provide information before it is requested. This allows them to help students handle problems before they reach a crisis level. Proactive advisors walk students through solving problems and making academic decisions so that they can learn to be independent. They also connect students to services and programs that are relevant to their specific needs. Proactive advising is characterized by personal relationships with students, structured interventions, insightful understanding of students' personal situations, and inquiries into the causes of a student's concerns. Proactive advisors show real interest in students and any concerns they have. So what are some practical ways that advisors can put proactive advising into practice? First, they can meet students at the beginning of the semester and frequently after that. At their meetings with students, they should get to know the students by using open-ended and follow-up questions to draw students out. Proactive advisors should also identify factors that may interfere with students' success and help students create a strategy to reduce their impact. When a student faces a problem, an advisor should help the student identify the source of the problem, make referrals to relevant resources, and also schedule future appointments with the student to follow up on the issue. It may also be a good idea to make an agreement or contract with the student for future action that they will need to take to resolve the problem. Advisors should look for opportunities to identify problems early and encourage students to get help when they need it before it's too late for improvement. Proactive advising can also be seen as a three-phase intervention process. The first step is to introduce students to things like rules, policies, deadlines, and services at the college. Advisors should give students clear expectations of what they are expected to stay on top of. Next, advisors should monitor students' progress to understand how well they use the provided information. And finally, the advisors should identify areas where students need greater support and connect them to relevant services on and off campus. Now that we understand what proactive advising is and how to put it into practice, I'd like to discuss why it is important. Proactive advising is important because there may be non-academic factors in a student's life that affect them academically. Proactive advisors can help students develop a plan to solve these problems. Through this process, students become more responsible for their academic performance and may feel more connected to the institution. Proactive advising can also improve students' academic performance and decrease their likelihood of dropping out of school. A study by Abelman and Molina showed that at-risk students who participated in more proactive interventions had a higher GPA and retention rate than those students who were provided with fewer proactive interventions. Proactive advising is unique in that it emphasizes development of a relationship with students and early intervention of concerns. Some students need help but do not ask for it, or do not even recognize that there is support available for them. Traditional advising waits for students to come forward with questions or concerns, but many students do not take this step. until they have reached a crisis. When I was a freshman, I saw my advisor only for class registration. He did not know that I was struggling to fit in and unsure of who to go to for help. Although I succeeded academically and graduated, proactive advising might have eased my transition to a foreign environment and may have helped me to realize that I did not need to figure out everything on my own.